Good morning. This is what's got me mad today, 8/25/2017. If you're not mad, that's probably a good thing. Because too many people mad, that'd be kind of like everybody moving to the right side of the plane to see the view and then, tips or something. Right? Okay. And this is where I first saw this. This guy here, he's been given a lot of crap for his pedogate and Pizzagate reporting. Whether he's just reporting or investigating because someone else investigated and their work got published and he saw it and then talks about it, it doesn't matter at this point because stupid people are stupid people and they don't know the difference of whether it was someone's work or someone else's work. When they hear the report, they think of the person who did the reporting as who investigated it. So, to stupid people, that's just, forget it. There's no difference. Okay, but he's the one. Excuse me. I believe his name's David, but I can't swear to it without actually going there. And I can't open, this about a smart light bulb this morning that I got one of those smart light bulbs, okay? But I don't have the app downloaded so it'll play music. I'm more of a radio person because I like the intermittent news so I can keep, kind of a little bit up with what's going on with the world, but not totally tuned into a network on my TV all the time like some people find themselves. When I get it on the radio, because they do so little of it, it's usually the most important things that they decide are the most important. So, but back to this thing that's breaking my stones today, excuse me, is these brothers in Seattle. 3 brothers had an obsession with young children. They found a staggering amount of porn, if you can imagine. Okay, we've heard about some of the raids, and we know it's up there in the multiples of thousands of images of child. Well, these particular brothers had been doing this for decades. Okay, one was like 79, or the other 2 are in their 80s. I forget exactly, 81, 82. And at least one of them has dementia and care home. Alright. So they sent their executrix of their estate, their great niece, to clean out the garage, okay? She's the one who was finding all this stuff. And I guess she mentioned it to another family member and told them, I'm going to call the police. Well, that's probably a good idea if she followed those particular steps. Because to find something and then call the police could lead to the next step being you're dead. But if you discuss it with someone else first and say, this is what I'm going to do, then if you get dead, they might have something to go on, right? I mean, some people will think that way before they act out, for something like this. Like, she knew of this crime. She's not going to cover it up. These people are her family, but okay, whatever. And I think it also said that they had abused other females in their family. Well, their preference was little girls. Okay? And without opening the article, don't quote me on this. Oh, excuse me. I did quote some of it here. You see, in the quotation marks where I put stuff when I copy and paste off. If I don't do it immediately and then I look at it again and I say, oh, I didn't put that in quotes, then I go back, I hit this little triple buttons right here and hit this edit and it will open up and I can then put it in in quotes because that's important. That indicates that's not my work, you know. That's not what I typed, alright? So, I've got a bad case of yaws right now. Excuse me. Wow. Sudden rush of oxygen or something. Let me smoke a cigarette. That might help. Okay, let's hope that helps. His legal guardianship over him by his great niece. You see? Hundreds. Where'd that go? Thought I saw the word hundreds here somewhere, but... Alright, clippings of missing and murdered young girls. Handwritten notes detailing kidnapping, torturing, raping, and murdering of young girls during the process of cleaning out the garage area. Alright, so that's snuff. When you kill someone in abuse and you film it, that's a snuff film. Well, I don't guess you even have to abuse them or torture them first. If you film a murder, that's a snuff film. You know? That's what that is. The thing that got me, besides all this other, was this particular interest. Excuse me, they tended to have were these penny loafer shoes. See that? Dozens of pairs. I'd like to see a picture of that. I really would. Not because of the morbidity faction. Whatever I mean. Not because of that, but because I had something else in the past related to penny loafers. And earlier I mentioned that it reminded me of the Indian schools. Excuse me. Well, I never knew anyone that I know of. No family or anything, of course, but I went to these Indian residential, sometimes were called industrial schools. But that's just what the image had conjured up in my mind of kids in penny loafers was connected to Indian schools. They didn't just call them Indian school. Well, yeah, they did, because I saved the image on G Plus this morning, and the building right on the front said Indian school. So, that's why, oh my God. What if we're at the boring end of this thing? What if it does go to the residential / industrial schools? That's the image in my mind of these dozens of pairs of penny loafers that were somehow given to either orphans or Indians, because see, all of the Indians that were at industrial schools or residential schools were not orphans. They were just taken. You see what I'm saying? But there had to be some kind of school issue, because from what I've read, even just this morning, because they were gonna, I guess the word's desensitize, took all their clothing. They couldn't have clothing from home because it reminded them of home. You see? Had to get different clothing. And then part of another article I read was that some of them had ended up with World War II soldier uniforms. Well, I saw those shoes. Those aren't penny loafers. Those are those World War II shoes. I forgot what they're called. Brown leather. Some kind of, probably were horrible to wear. Not soft like today's leather, but the kind they had to work hard to break in, you know, themselves. So that's what it conjured up in my mind. Penny loafers leading to different groups of kids, mainly girls, because there is such thing as male penny loafers too. And that would depend too if they're the kind with the little tassel on them, fringy tassel. But to think from the past, or I guess it could sound like a Catholic school thing. Catholic school, orphanage, industrial school, residential school, Indian school. But these were supposed to be some kind of status symbol for, oh sorry, I popped my headset in the ear. A status symbol for some, like, Eastern schoolgirl, sorority girl. So, where were they coming off from to go somewhere with that? Why, of all things, penny loafers? I mean, don't real perverts want to see girls in dresses with patent leather so it reflects up their dress? Isn't that the thing? But no, penny loafers. There's got to be something there. I even thought of Hillary in penny loafers when I saw this. One of her way back images from before Bill, where she's running around in penny loafers and white bobby socks. There's got to be a connection. I haven't owned a pair of those for ages and ages. When I owned a pair, I was a kid. My mom had a pair, and my sister had a pair. And they're just comfortable slip-ons, and the more you wear them, the more comfortable, of course, they get. And the easy they were to flip off and on your feet and sit there and flip them and lose them and every other thing. So I don't know. I'd love to know the connection that they had some kind of fetish with penny loafers. That's the bottom line. Penny loafer fetish? Are you kidding me? That is some sick crap right there. I ought to Google that right now. Let me see about this. Search Google for penny loafers. Here's what'll happen, I'll tell you. Okay, this'll load. Come on, Google, you got more oomph than that. This morning it was doing better, but it's probably because I didn't have the screencast-o-matic on. And I am dwindling down on time, so hurry up, Google. We shut Amazon, that might help. Excuse me with all kinds of burping and yawning this morning. That is really, really bad. Okay, here we go. Penny loafer fetish. Let's see. Do we get anything when we Google that? Just for a quickie. I do like those silver ones. Goes with my UFO fetish. Oh, it's a gay guy thing? Other men wearing penny loafers? This must have started, it says, when he was very young. Women's penny loafer fetish. Yahoo groups. Oh my God, you guys gotta Google this. Just Google penny loafer fetish. Netscape's men's CompuServe. Gay fetish loafers. Are you kidding me? Another great classic penny loafer. Shoe fetish Pinterest. 17 best images about shoe fetish on Pinterest. Penny loafers. See, it's a fetish. I was right. They don't just put someone in penny loafers because they got a discount. Wholesale discount on them. There's a fetish with that. Oh my God. I'm going to put something on I'm going to post something.